Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Cathedral. It's very good to see you on this lovely summer's day.
Today we've announced three things. We've announced the date of King Richard III's reinterment on the 26th of March 2015. We've announced that His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester is going to be patron for the Leicester Cathedral fundraising appeal. And the third thing we've announced is that our builders have come on site and have started work to reconstruct the cathedral to make ready for the King.
When King Richard III will be finally laid to rest here in Leicester Cathedral will be Thursday, the 26th of March, 2015.
So the date of the main service of reinterment is Thursday the 26th of March, but it's part of a 7-day programme. We start on Sunday the 22nd of March, when the King's remains will leave the university and be brought to Bosworth, where there'll be a ceremony. And then the cortege will come in through the villages particularly associated with his story and be brought back into the city, received by the city, and then received by me here at the cathedral in a service in the early evening. Then we have 3 days when he's going to lie in repose here in the cathedral for people to pay respects, to come and pray and make preparation for his reburial. Thursday's the main service, Thursday morning, when he will be brought to the place of burial, placed in the grave, surrounded by the prayers of the church, and the nation watching, because that service will be broadcast live on national television. Then we're going to have to close the building for a little while, whilst the builders come back in and finish their work. The great stone slab will be placed on the grave and sealed in place forever. And then there'll be a great service of reveal, a service of a character of thanksgiving, that all is complete and the next stage of our history emerges.
We're delighted to be able to say today that His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester has agreed to be patron of our cathedral appeal. So that gives us solid support from royalty for the appeal to raise the money. Obviously, he's also the patron of the Richard III Society, so that brings together two strands of this amazing story.
His Royal Highness has been here to visit us. He knows what we're up to very well. And of course, he himself is patron of the Richard III Society, so that's a lovely tie-in with us. But also, Richard III himself was Duke of Gloucester. And so, there couldn't be a better royal patron as far as we're concerned.
We do have to raise £2.5 million. That's not just obviously for the building work, although that'll be the best part of £1 million, but all the work around the whole project in the cathedral and what we intend to do. It's going really well. We've got just about £1 million of the £2.5 million, and we're not at this point going out to the public. We're talking to trusts, to individuals. We had help from the Diocese of Leicester. But yes, we've got a big job to do, and there's a lot of people helping us, and now His Royal Highness is the patron. I'm sure we'll be well on the way.
Is it a seven-day event?
Now work begins in earnest. Just behind us over here, the people have started putting up the hoardings to shield off the part of the cathedral where work begins. Over the next 6 months or so, we'll completely transform the east end of the cathedral. We'll create the space where the tomb is going. It's called the ambulatory, technical cathedral term. We'll be clearing under the crossing under the tower to make a new centre for worship for the cathedral. We'll be creating a new chapel in the far east end where the high altar used to be. In fact, the whole cathedral not only will be the right place for King Richard, but it will be a much better place as a cathedral for the people of Leicester and Leicestershire.
To do this with dignity and honour is absolutely at the heart of what we've always been about here. It's not always been portrayed in that way, particularly by those who aren't always happy that he's going to be buried here in Leicester. But if we just think that at the heart of all of these events is human remains in a coffin, that actually then sets in train the tone for everything that we will do.
We wish to see the King's remains treated with honour, dignity, solemnity. Let us give him what he didn't get in 1485. And from what I have seen so far, with the plans that the cathedral are putting forward, there's every chance that we will get that, and I look forward to it.